Hello, it's Frank, that one web guy, and I'm back with another video. In this video, I wanted to share with you about an AI software that I've heard about called Goody. It's called Goody.AI. You can see it here on the screen. You can actually try it for 7 days for only $1. Now, I'm not getting paid for this promotion. I may get an affiliate link if you click the link in the description, but that's it. I'm not getting paid for it as well. So I wanted to show you a few of the features that we have. There's a lot of AI tools out there, and a lot of them you have to figure out how to use or ways to use it, or you have to figure out the prompts to put in and things like that. Well, Goody.AI is a little bit different. As you can scroll through the page here, there's different bonuses and things like that, but there's over 200 AI tools. You have Goody Chat, Goody Art, Goody Personas, Legal Document Center, Email Center, and things like that. Legal documents are pretty handy when you're trying to do an online website. Me being a web guy, I know how much many of my customers have paid or have been trying to find things that you have to have, like your legal disclaimer on your website and things of that sort. Of course, Email Center, it's always hard to write a good email, whether it be a good cold email, for the first time you're reaching out to somebody, or anything like that. So I would suggest coming here and looking over the Goody website to find out more about what's in it. But today I'm going to show you a few of the features that I thought you might find useful. I find it better than just a regular like ChatGPT or something like that. I've used those. I use them on a daily basis for different things. But first I want to talk to you about, say you're writing an article. And I always find that articles are a good way to get traffic to your website, get promotions, if there's publications that you can write for, whether it be e-publications or actually print articles, or print magazines. I actually write for a print magazine myself, as well as some digital places online, blog posts and such. And sometimes it's just hard to generate a good idea. Many times I've used like ChatGPT, put in a thing, and then have to go back through and modify it so much. And I still recommend that to make it your own voice, to add your own flavor. I always add to add a little bit of a story, or something that's happened to me to make that article relevant. One of the things that I do like here is a new feature they've added is new long form article. So we're going to try that now. And we're going to write an article. What would your article like to be about? Why? Let's put in here why you should write articles to generate traffic. I'm going to write it in a professional tone and just click create content. There's none of this, how to, having to figure out how to figure out the prompt and stuff like that you have in many places. So I'm going to click generate, and it's going to create an outline first. If you've noticed, many of the articles that you've stumbled across, if you've gone to Google and searched for a topic or something like that, many of them will have a outline first, or you've actually come up in the search engine where there's an outline first there before you even go to the article. So you can see that it has generated an outline, and then it actually comes up with the article itself, and it's filling out the information based on what the outline was. It's still writing there, as you can see, and then as a conclusion, as well as some FAQs. And of course, this is great for search engine optimizations because it's adding more content than you normally would have had just for an article. And you can kind of scan through here, and you can it actually has tools to format it right here in the top. Whether you wanted to bold, italicize, or whatever. I usually take it into an a text editor, word processing document, whatever, whether it be Google Docs, Microsoft Word, whatever. And then, of course, change some of the wordings. Sometimes you come across words that you would never use, and your customers may know it. And if you're trying to impress customers and they read the text, then you talk to them, it's like, well, you don't talk like your article just said. There's some different things like that you might want to change. You can either copy or download. A lot of times I'll just copy and pull it into my editor, or you can click download and download it to your directory there. I would then, of course, put in the article title and save. So you can see that's just one way that we can use Goody here, Goody.AI. Another one that I like here, it's kind of interesting. If you're trying to diet, lose weight, let's go back to the dashboard. I think it was on here somewhere, 7-day diet menu. So it'll actually create a meal plan for you based on the diet you're trying to do. I've not seen any other AI do this. So if you're on a certain diet here, if you're intermittent diet, intermittent fasting, zone diet. I'm not even sure what some of these are. Slim fast diet. I've seen a lot lately about this intermittent fasting. I could put in do not include these foods. List each food item separated by a comma. So I might put in avocado. I'm sure I'll probably spell it wrong. I don't mind avocado, but sometimes the texture is just off-putting for me. And I don't like hummus. I know that comes out in a lot of these. So let's get the right spelling there. I'm going to leave it factual, but you can see that there's different settings there. I'm going to click create content. It gives me day 1, day 2. It's got breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner. Breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner. It even gives you times there, 12 p.m. I've already been up for several hours at 12 p.m., but I guess you'd be fasting early in the morning, and then there's a certain time window. As you can see, 12 to 7 p.m. is the time window that you should be eating, and so you don't eat anything after this or before 12 p.m., and that's part of the intermittent fasting. So you can copy this, download it, and do whatever you're going to do with it. So if you're going to copy it, as I said, you can just pull it into whatever document that you want to use, and then you have your diet for the next 7 days. Come back after that and do another 7 days if you like. So that's just another option that you have there. It's pretty cool. One place that I use a lot, I have several different Etsy stores for different things, whether it be a t-shirt store or different products that I'm creating. So I noticed I think it's on the front page again as well, is Etsy store, but I think over here in there's a section over here under business, there's the one that says product description or something like that, and we'll go over that in just a moment. But the Etsy product listing, I'm going to click try new, and describe the product you are selling on Etsy. So my most recent t-shirt that I have is kind of a funny one. I like kind of the humorous. So it says, I seriously need a speed bump between my brain and my mouth. And if I'm selling something, I want it to be persuasive. I want people to take action. But there's, different things that you can put there. Friendly, cheerful, witty, that type of thing. I'm going to leave it persuasive. And click create content. And it says title. It gives me a title. It gives me tags to use. As you know, with Etsy, you have 13 tags that you fill in at the bottom to help sell your page. There's more than 13 there, I do believe, but you can just choose the ones that you want. Image alt tags that you can put in, and then it gives you the description. And you can, again, just copy and paste this down. It says, welcome to our shop where humor meets everyday life. Give yourself or a loved one a good laugh with our seriously need a speed bump between my brain and my mouth, a novelty item. This funny and would I might change that to t-shirt or t-shirt novelty item, or novelty t-shirt maybe instead of item. This funny and witty gift idea perfectly capture those moments, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read it all. As you can see there, our speed bump decor is the ideal choice for your desk, home, whatever. Hilarious. So, some of this you might want to tweak out just a little bit. I didn't put a t-shirt in here. That may have been why I've gotten some of these in here. I could have put t-shirt. So let's actually just say that. So if I was doing a coffee mug, it might be different, So let's go ahead and create content again. The funny t-shirt, tags. Yeah, so it says t-shirt this time there, which is handy. Down here it says t-shirt, so it doesn't say item anywhere. So that was my fault for not putting the correct one. But then I have a product description there that gives me a better leg up on what I'm doing. So that's another item here. We talked about email copy, a cold email script. So if I was trying to write a script for what is your product or service called, product or service, I make book covers is one service that I offer. I do book covers, e-covers, or actually print. I've done several print books, print covers, covers for books that have been #1 bestsellers, as well as others. What does your service do? Create impactful covers. What is your name? My name is Frank Deardorff. Enter your website. I make bookcovers.com, and I want it to be professional. So I'm going to click create content. Boom, just like that. It says enhance your book's appeal with professional cover design. I hope this message finds you well. As an avid reader and someone passionate about helping others succeed, I want to reach out and introduce you to a service that can make a significant difference in your book's overall appearance and appeal and marketability. My name is Frank, blah, 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 blah. Here's what sets I make Here's what sets I Make Book Covers apart: personal approach, professional designs, customizable options, fast turnaround, blah, blah, blah. So there's a perfect cold email for somebody that I've not reached out to before. It even puts my tagline in there for me. And so this would be something that I could easily just click download and save. I should probably, as again, put a title in there, but you can see how that can be helpful. I think another one that I didn't cover here is let's look at one here. I think there was one. I usually have the tool that I talk to people about making a booklet that they can put on a website or an actual book that, to generate traffic. And I've used this technique before, where somebody will go to an opt-in page. They opt in to get either a free book or free with plus shipping type of book, and you can generate these here. Maybe you're creating an ebook for marketing promotions. I've done that for actually create an ebook to put up on Kindle, a Kindle book where people will read it and then contact me for to hire my services for the different things that I do. So there are different things here. Like let's see, it's under brainstorming. It's under here. I always lose these here. Not ad copy. Maybe it's on the front page again. Several of my users were right here on the front creating a book title. And of course I didn't make a note of where I put it. Create a book title is not what I wanted. You could start there, but let's come over here. Personal tools, cover letter, love letter, break letter. That's breakup letter. That's kind of funny. Product tools. It's got to be here. Created an ebook outline. Create an ebook chapter. So let's try with. I think this is what it was. How many chapters would you like your book to be? Now, if I'm doing a promotional book, I might try to do between 7 and 10 books or chapters. I'll go with 7 here. What topic would you like your ebook to be about? Designing a good book cover. Let's go with that. And create content. So we have chapter 1. It's got some subtopics there. 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to copy these and put it in a notepad on my other screen here so that we can go back. So we have the 7 different chapters. Each chapter will provide practical tips, real life examples, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to come back over here and create an ebook chapter. So I'm going to take chapter 1 and copy it from my notepad on the left screen over here. As you can see here, it's just one chapter. It's what it says, and it's important you paste in only one chapter at a time. So I'm going to do that. The tone is informative, but you can put others there as well, depending on what you're creating. Chapter 1, the importance of a visually appealing book cover, understanding a role of a book cover in attracting readers, blah, blah, blah. And so we have all the topics that we are creating here. It's still going. So we have quite a bit of content there. Again, I still prefer to read it and modify and adjust as you need. So we could actually copy or download. I'm going to click download on this, and we come back and fiddle with that later. And then I'll go ahead and do a second chapter so you can see how that works. I won't do all 7 chapters just for the essence of time. Control A, Control V, and we have chapter 2 then. Keep it informative, create content, and we should go to chapter 2, researching your target audience. And it goes through the different things that it's talked about here. And so that you can create, a lot of this goes into the book creation, things I think about, who is the target market, who you're going to be trying to reach, those different type of things like that to create your book that makes a good connection for your readers. So, you can see how that becomes a bit advantageous for you. So that, again, is just another way that you could use Goody. Just got a few more here. We could go on forever. I'm going to go through some of the sales letters that we have here. Writing tools, grammar correction, If I'd slow my brain down just a little bit here, email copy, we don't want that. Head writing tools, newsletter tools, writer press release. I'm wanting a direct. Let me see, I could probably type it in here, direct response sales letter. Now, obviously, a direct response sales letter is a sales letter that gets a direct response. That means that they had to take action after they read the topic there. So we're going to, what's your product or service called? Product or service is called, nope, come on. I make book covers. Actually going to put one in here about being a web guy and that type of thing, but let's go ahead and just keep with the book cover theme. What problem does your problem or product solve? I'm going to say visually impactful cover. Copywriting modules. Now this is something, if you've done any study on copywriting, there are different types of formats for writing a copy, and these cover a lot of these different solutions, whether it be, I think there's a problem, agitate, solve model, call to action model, benefit driven model, comparison model, problem solution model, AIDA, that's an acronym for, I can't remember, I'm not even going to try. So I'm going to go with the problem solution model. We're going to be persuasive. So I'm going to create the content, and it's going to create a direct response sales letter. Are you tired of your book's covers falling flat and falling apart, failing to make an impact? Do you find yourself struggling to catch attention, readers, blah, blah, blah? Introducing the visually impactful cover, the game changer that will transform your books into works of art and demand attention and captivate your audience from the very, if you've ever hired a copywriter, you know that copy is expensive. And of course, this does it for you. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to replace a $50,000 copywriter, but I have heard people pay $50,000 for a sales letter. Or $5,000. I know I've spent a couple thousand myself on some cover for some sales letters that I was just too close to the project and I hired it out. A lot of times I write them myself, but you can see this is a pretty good direct response sales letter if you go through and read it. And of course, as always, read through it and make the changes that you see fit. And I'm going to go ahead and download this while I'm here. So we can do that here. And let's go ahead and go to the next one here. I'm trying to keep this under 20 to 30 minutes for you because I know you got things to do. So another one, business tools here. Under business, we have a PowerPoint outline. So if you've done any webinars or videos where you've recorded a PowerPoint, and I've done that many times, whether you're creating it for a sales letter, whether you're creating it for an information product, or you're just trying to get that point across. So we're going to say, what would you like your presentation to be about? Let's say getting the right information from your coaching clients. Now, I do coaching on like websites or helping small business owners get more out of their business, and that's one of the things that is the most difficult, is trying to get the business owner to explain to me what they're needing, what they're looking for, or how I can best help them. They don't always know what to say. You start off with like, well, how can I help you today? Well, but if you have a scenario, maybe you have a PowerPoint presentation to, help step you through it. You pull it up on the screen as you're talking, or maybe it's a recorded, before you actually go one-on-one, you could have this information ready. It says, how many slides do you want? I'm going to say 10. Just keep it simple, and I'm going to keep it professional. So we'll go there. It says getting the right information from your coaching client. That's the title they put in. It's got the introduction, building rapport, asking open-ended questions, which I always recommend. An open-ended question allows you to give a full, meaningful question instead of a yes or no answer. If you just ask them, yes or no, you're kind of limiting them to what their response can be. So that's good. It gives you some examples there. Active listening, clarifying ambiguities. So you can see that we have 10 slides there, and of course you can build on that. Now, if you've used PowerPoint or any other slide type presentation, there's a way where you can actually copy this right into the outline. There's a section in PowerPoint even where you go to the outlines, paste that in there, and it would create each of those slides with these bullets already in. automatically for you. Maybe that I could do that in another video. Let me make myself a note of that. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Import a outline into PowerPoint. So as we said, we could download that there, save, and watch for that video. I might be popping it up here soon as well. One other thing that we have here, I think that then I'll wrap it up, is a name generator. So I was thinking about a service that might be useful for people. As I said, I've created many stores for myself and for some customers, clients as well, where I've created a merch store. So one of the things that we have here under the brainstorming tools, I do believe, is called a name generator. So I was thinking about a service called Done For You Merch Store. Now we can start friendly with this, create content, and sometimes they're a little too cutesy. Trendy threads, your ultimate merch store companion. Style box, the hassle-free merch store solution. Fashion hive, blah blah blah. I want something maybe a little more professional. Let's try what that looks like. Merch Ahead Pro, trendy, elite merch shop solutions, the ultimate merch store suite, brand boost merch. None of those really tickle me. I just hit redo again. We can hit bold, see what that comes up with. Power Merch Pro, Trendsetter Tailor, Bold Boutique Builder, Dominate Your Style. It doesn't really say that it's done for you. I hit create content again. Informative. The e-store creator, merchandise master, ready to sell online shop, turnkey merch boutique. Don't really like any of those, but you can see where it's going. I mean, there's several different things here that we can do. Let's see what Funny comes up with. Threadzilla's ultimate merch emporium, the Lazy Llama's merch magic. Those are kind of funny. It'd be kind of long for a domain name, and there may be a tool for that in here. I'm going to just jump through some of these here. You have your prompt library. So you could actually create a prompt of your own. Obviously there's several of them built in. That's what makes Goody so good, is that there's already pre-built. Goody Art, Goody Transcribe. We have different ad copies that you can see here. Facebook ad headline, Facebook ad description, Google ads and stuff like that. Blog tools, so you have blog ideas. Kind of one and the same. So they give me blog ideas, the art of book cover design, captivating. So I could actually take any of these topics and bring it into the blog writer. There's blog outline, but there's several writing tools that I'd be able to just import any of those over there. So let's grab one here just in case we run across that. I'll just copy and paste. We have name generator, business idea, ultimate problem solver. We have business tools, job description, business plan, those type of things. Different e-commerce tools, email copy. We have email copy center, fundraising letter, headline tools, legal document center. There's the one we was talking about earlier. So you could actually do, bill of sale, bylaws, operating agreement, terms of use agreement. Those are important to have on your website. So those are all beneficial. Fills in the blank and it'll generate those things for you. Newsletter tools, personal tools, as I mentioned earlier, product tools. We have SEO, meta description, meta keywords, things like that. Social media tools. We have startup tools, video tools, so YouTube video ideas, descriptions and things like that, website copy, and then back to our writing tools, so that we could actually write a press release, fictional story creator, those type of things as well. So those are different things that you can use Goody.AI with. I highly recommend you jump over there and take a look at it. As I mentioned, you could actually jump in there and get 7 days for $1. And just get in there and play around with it, see if you like it, and let me know what you think. And I'll be back again with another video here soon. Thank you.